It is January 5th. Here is your update about what's going on in the war in Ukraine. Admiral John Kirby, a spokesperson for the National Security Council in the US, presented evidence yesterday that North Korea has supplied Russia with the KN-23 ballistic missile and the associated launchers. These missiles were first seen to have been used in a December 30 attack. Following that, there was used on January the 2nd in Kharkiv. This marks a noticeable escalation in the conflict, and here's why. KN-23 missile, initially showcased in 2019, so it's fairly recent. It represents a significant technological advancement for the North Koreans. It can deliver 500 kilograms over a distance of 700 kilometers. It can hit a target anywhere within 100 meters. A key feature of the KN-23 is its quasi-ballistic trajectory, bear with me, enabling it to fly at lower altitudes, and it can also do course corrections, thereby complicating interception attempts by conventional missile defense systems. Just to tell you how hard it is for Ukraine to counter this missile, from it was fired until it landed in Kharkiv was all within 5 minutes. How many missiles does Russia have from North Korea? We don't know. We do know that they have received at least 1,000 military equipment containers over the past few months. In those were at least 1 million rounds of artillery shells. So it's hard to know, but there's only one thing that can intercept these missiles here in Ukraine, and that's the Patriot system, or more specifically the PAC-3 or the PAC-2 interceptor that it fires. And unfortunately, each of those cost $2 to $3 million. I'll tell you a worrying fact. The US is manufacturing 200 PAC-3 interceptors per year, and that's the total manufacturing capability. That's it. Luckily, they're not the only interceptors. They have the THAAD system and other systems that can intercept ballistic missiles. But still, this represents a huge security vulnerability, not only for Ukraine, but also for the collective West. Why do I say that? Well, if you don't have interceptors for the ballistic missiles that they are manufacturing, if you're not outperforming the capabilities of ballistic missile, both manufacturing and stockpiling and all that jazz, so what is to be done about this problem? We can bring in more air defense. We can bring in long-range capabilities, but they're always going to be limited to strike inside Ukraine. We can try to hunt down the stockpiles of the ballistic missiles inside Russia with drones, or try to attack the manufacturing capabilities. It's not like we're going to sink a North Korean ship somewhere. Like, Ukraine doesn't have a navy. This is a problem, and we need to put our eyes on it right now, not yesterday. It's a problem now. But what do I know? I'm a glorified fisherman from Iceland, living in a war zone. But I do follow a bunch of smart people that are not coming up with clear answers to this very, very, very important question. But anyways, I was going to do good news today. That was the plan. But here we are. I'll try to do good news tomorrow. See you then.